I like coconut milk, but I don't know what it tastes like. Right. Wow. Opening box of the Death Tricks.
You can't run from death.
Good morning everyone, this is Alex and today we're playing Genshin Impact and you guessed right, today we are bringing you guys a Qiqi guide. So who is Qiqi? She is a ice user and her main role is to be a healer, but the way that she's going to heal is going to be different than Barbara. In her case, she heals when mostly doing damage but also with her abilities. Currently my Qiqi is level 50. I could bring her to level 60, but considering I'm nearing adventure rank 35, I want to save my books to be able to get my razor and my channeling to level 70. So I'm not going to bring her to level 60 just yet. However, it's important for her to have the highest attack as possible on the character sheet, and I'll explain to you guys why. Now, considering that Qiqi is a support character, in my case, I cannot give her the best weapon ever in the world. So I'm using just a normal prototype Rancor that's only refined level 1. It doesn't really matter that much. What really matters is just the base attack on the weapon. So I could give her something definitely better, but right now it's not a priority for me. Obviously, if you guys want to main Qiqi as a main DPS and so that she can also heals a lot more, you could try to invest into better weapons, whether it's 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star. Now for the artifacts, this is where it gets important. You're going to want to give her as much attack as possible because basically both of her heals scales with her attack. So in this case, if we go to the flower stats only has base HP. It's a fixed stats for these flowers. So try to find something that's going to give attack percentage or base attack. That's going to be helpful. Obviously this brooch is only level 0, so leveling it to 16 will increase her stats obviously, but I don't want to dump all of my resource into a support character. Eventually, progressively, I'll do it. Now the most important artifact to level up on the Qiqi is going to be the feather. It's going to be mandatory to give her a feather level 16 at least, just so that she can have that bonus of attack. For other pieces, I tried to get an attack percentage bonus with the Braveheart set in this case, mainly because it's going to be really useful to just for pieces that you're not really able to get attack or attack percentage to. So I'm trying to mix like energy recharge and attack percentage. So I think that this is going to work really well. Now I was lucky on this piece. I managed to get a lot of attack percentage, so that was cool, and it's also Braveheart set, so a lot of bonus attack, so that's great. Now for the last piece, I went with healing bonus, but it also had attack percentage on it, so it worked for me. Now let's go dig into her talents. The first one is the basic attack, which are somewhat important to a certain extent. The most important thing is this E ability. Kind of works like the one that Barbara does, where you press E and it's gonna heal you passively, but it's also gonna allow you to do more damage and like freeze water around you and stuff like that. And if you do freeze water and you have like a razor, for example, like I do, it's gonna allow you to do superconduct elemental react. So basically, whenever she's gonna press E, she's gonna heal passively, but she's also gonna heal the team, the full party, by whenever she's gonna do attacks and charge attacks. So it is a smaller amount. So the regeneration on hit whenever you're gonna be attacking is 11.35% plus the attack value over here, 11.35% of your attack, by the way. And then the continuous regeneration is 74.82% of her attack and plus this fixed value. So now for her ultimate, how it works is that you're going to mark an enemy and it's going to do a lot of damage, and the next time that this enemy takes damage from a character, it's going to heal the character that dealt the damage. So what you would want to do is pop this ability and then this ultimate, and then swap to the character that needs the healing the most, technically your main character I would assume, and then to damage that marked enemy. Now the mark stays for 15 seconds and this is a 20-second cooldown ability, but it does require a lot of energy cost, so energy recharge could be useful on this character as well if you want to use the hold very often. This ability heals for a huge amount, so it's very convenient whenever you're in trouble, and that is why Qiqi is such a good healer as well. Now the life prolonging methods, this passive talent is also going to increase the incoming healing bonus that the characters receive by 20% for 8 seconds once the Herald of Frost triggers an elemental reaction. Now her passive ability is kind of useful whenever you're going to be exploring the world in Liu. There's going to be little hands on the minimap that are going to show you the rare materials around you. So this is especially useful once you're looking for specific essential materials in that region. It can be useful to have her in your team just for this reason whenever you're world exploring. Now for Qiqi's Constellation, the first one basically is going to increase the energy regeneration whenever the Herald of Frost hits a marked enemy when it's marked by the ultimate, so that's cool. Frozen to the Bone, Qiqi's normal and charge attack damage against enemies affected by cryo is increased by 15%, so that's going to be a way to do a little bit more healing whenever she's going to have the spotlight on your team. Ascended Praise simply increased the level by 3 for the Adeptus Art Preserver of Fortune. The Divine Suppression is going to be actually a really important constellation for later on. Is going to have targets marked by the Fortune Preserving Talisman have their attack decreased by 20%, so this is a very important debuff for late game harder content, especially for the Spiral Abyss, for example. For the Crimson Lotus Bloom, it's pretty straightforward. It's just going to increase the level by 3 of the Herald of Frost. And finally, the Rite of Resurrection. This talent is going to be especially useful late game whenever you're going to be like maybe dying into the Spiral Abyss, like floor 8 and stuff like this. Using the Adeptus Preserver of Fortune, revive all nearby fallen characters, generates 50% of their HPs. So this is pretty much like a last hope. Whenever most of your team is down, you just swap to her and try to pull off this last ability, and then you're back into the fight.
It's time for you to sleep now. I will do my stretches. Do not watch me, please.
Now keep in mind that Qiqi synergizes really well with electricity character, with water characters, and fire characters. So it's going to be very important to find a really good team composition around this healer if you want to use her over Barbara. Alright guys, thank you all very much for watching this video. I hope that the information was useful and that you guys will be able to build a really amazing Qiqi. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. You can also join us on our Discord. The link is in the description box, guys. On a closing note, we also started streaming recently, and we really enjoy all the support the community has gave us. And come watch us stream, and it's going to be a pleasure to have you guys in here with us. Thank you. Have a good day.